Alrighty, welcome everyone back to the kingdom. So, I'm a really big fan of like Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop gaming, and I also am a very visual person. So I wanted to show everyone this really cool website, not a sponsor by the way, called Hero Forge. You're able to create these little D&D or just basically any tabletop gaming figurines, and they have like so many choices that you can choose from, whether it be like the race, the gender, the gear that you have. If you want like a mount, like riding a wolf or a horse or something like that. And they have like this newer feature where you can actually color your figurine to see kind of like what it would look like. And, I wanted to show everyone how to create, your favorite TV show, characters, movies, you name it, just anything. I'm going to try and create it here. And one of my favorite characters in the cinema right now is Doctor Strange. I love how Benedict Cumberbatch portrays the character, and it was one like Doctor Strange 2016 was one of my favorite movies. So we're going to go ahead and create Doctor Strange today. So he is a human, so we're going to go male human today. And then let's go over to head. So we're going to keep these more heroic features. We're going to stick with this basic structure for the most part in some of the characters I do. I will vary every now and then. Like this basically looks like the Hulk if I wanted to make the Hulk, but we're going to stick with this right now. And, we're also going to stick with the ears because these are your generic like human ears in this app. But hair, there's a lot of choices to choose from. We're actually going to go down to the very bottom with the short haircut. It's going to look good. So, beard. They don't really have a very solid Doctor Strange kind of a beard, but the one that I found would probably look the best would be this well-trimmed goatee. It's probably the closest thing to Doctor Strange. It actually looks pretty good, so we're going to go with it. And you know what? There's a few different eyebrow choices you can do. You can add like certain teeth and all that stuff, but we're going to stick with this for now. All right, let's go over to body. So, what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to focus primarily on, so this is like the texture of the skin for, your torso and your legs. We're actually going to jump over to measurements right now. And something that I want to do for these characters is make them as realistic to the actors who portray them, or at least close to it. So we're just going to hurry and look up how tall is Benedict Cumberbatch. He is 6 flat. Wow. I thought he was a little taller. Anyways, 6 foot. Not 6'1". 6 foot. We're gonna do a 6 foot character, and for the most part, the build and everything looks about right so far. And he's mostly gonna be covered in clothing, anyways. So we're just gonna move on from there. All right, for clothing, we're gonna definitely focus. We're gonna give him the Eye of Agamotto, but when you click on it, it says it's been moved to the chest menu. So we're just going to go straight on here. So one of the, so basically we're going to have to focus on finding the correct top. And unfortunately, they don't have anything with like a good collar, except for like this. It's like they have this, but it's like, I just don't like the draping right there. It doesn't look as good as I want it to be. And I don't think they have anything else. Let's do a quick scan, see if they do have anything else. Unfortunately, no. So we might just have to go with it, but you know what? We'll make it look good in the end. It'll be a very kind of like mystical Doctor Strange, which I know is kind of odd to say. Anyways, so let's move on to the neck. We're going to want to get that Eye of Agamotto kind of a thing, which none of the necklaces are available because of this piece. Honestly, though, it's like none of them really fit, so we're just going to go ahead and see if we can make this part green. All right, so for gloves, we're really not going to focus on gloves because, he did wear gloves a little bit in Thor Ragnarok, but not too much else after that, so we're not going to worry about it. For pants, we just want a very generic, basic bottom, so the peasant pants is usually pretty good to work with, and it does kind of get rid of some of the bagginess from the shirt, so that's pretty good there. So let's move on to shoes. You know, Doctor Strange, I love in some of the comic pictures, he's wearing just these like really, so not the peasant shoes, but he's wearing these like nice shoes. So I wonder if we can find something like it. Yeah, so like these dress shoes. I mean, he's wearing these in the comics, but you know, it's not pretty accurate to what we see in the movies. He's actually wearing these like bigger tie-up shoes. So let's go ahead and see if we can find something like that in here. Let's see. I believe I did see something like it. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I like that. We'll just go ahead and make those black later on. All right. So you're probably wondering to yourself, well, what about the cape? I mean, he's known for having the cape. Well, let's go on over to gear. And what I love about gear is, like, you know, you can choose like all the things that he will be holding, the things that'll be on like his sides right here. And then the first thing we're going to want to go to is the back item and just do the traveler's cape. All right, see, it's already starting to look better. I'm still not a big fan of this, but you know what? We're rolling with it. Alrighty then. Let's go back to hands, and let's actually go over to spells. And you know, Doctor Strange is really known for like shields and all that stuff. So we're going to do this. And what's nice is that kind of covers that, like the little sleeve right there. So we're going to go with that. But we're also going to go with, let's do another spell here. Magic Tendrils. Yep, that kind of reminds me of the Crimson Band. No, not the Crimson Bands of Sidorak. He has a spell when he uses in Avengers Infinity War when he like slams the ground and like all these tendrils like shoot from like asteroid to asteroid or rock to get to Thanos. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. I'm going to go ahead and make this kind of an orangey color for the shield remnants and these more of a darker red. So let's go ahead and move on with that. Let's see what we can do here. The base. So this is what's really cool. And since I'm kind of going for more of like the Avengers Infinity War kind of a feel to it, he was more on the rocky terrain. So let's go ahead and work with that. And the pose. Alright, so this is one of the bigger things we're going to want to focus on. And I do know, yep, that one right there. See how good that looks? It's just going to look great. I know we're still having this sleeve, but for the most part, it's like, it's not too bad. It kind of covers up his face, but, you know, it'll look good in the end. Alright, so let's go ahead and do color now. I'm going to give it a second to load. And we're going to go on to paints right here. Give it a second. Ooh, saw that little bit of red right there. Actually, yeah, so these are more like cloth colors right now. So let's go ahead while we're here. Let's do, you know, give it more. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. I just kind of want to see what the darker will look like. Ooh, I feel like that's a little bit more accurate. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll also make this part. Unfortunately, it also makes the rest of that red. I don't know how I feel about that. But you know what? Let's just roll with it. Maybe it'll look really good. Maybe like this can be our own version of Doctor Strange. And you know what I'm actually going to go do? I'm going to go back to gear. Even though I love this idea, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. Yeah, just because you can see more of Doctor Strange. He's still doing a spell. So let's go back to color. Let it load for a second. And yeah, so this is going to be kind of our own variant on it, as well as trying to make it look as close to the movie as possible. So let's go back to paints. There we go. So we're actually also going to do, where's the blues? So that's more of a green. The cool colors. So we're going to want this blue color right here, add it right here, and right here. And we're also going to want it right here and here. It's looking good so far. Now, as for the Eye of Agamotto, let's do more of the metal So more of a metallic color, or should we do more of like a stone color? I don't know. Let's go ahead and see what they have as far as metal goes. And we want it very vibrant, very like, boom, Aivagimoto. That looks pretty good. Yeah, so let's go ahead and work with that right now. I'm going to hurry and look at stone, see if I like it. They have the mossy gray. Yeah, no, we're going to stick with this. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to cloth. We're going to get the blacker color and use that for basically everything down here. Actually, no, I take that back. We're going to go ahead and add this as blue. We're going to make the boots, like everything on the boots, black. Or as much as we possibly can. There we go. I feel like I can do these. I don't know why it's not working, but you know, let's just work with it, okay? And let's actually go back to the blues and make these blues. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad so far. I don't know, what should we make the belt? I'm thinking more of, because he does have a sash in the comics, and it's kind of a yellowy color. So let's go ahead and just do this actual gold. Yeah, I'm actually liking that so far. It's kind of an interesting take on it. Oh, we actually did forget to get in there. Let's actually just do the red on the inside. Boom. Oh, yep, that is looking pretty good right now. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to... Let's do the hair. So there is a hair feature. Yep, here it is. And we're going to wait for it to load because we're wanting to get his very black hair for the most part. Yep. And there we go. I wish we could add a little bit of a white streak right there, but you know what? We're going to use what we got. Let's go on over to skin color. And you know, there's a lot of different skin colors you can choose from, and they also do it based on like the race and all that stuff. We're going to stick with the common, and I kind of like a little bit more of a tanner color. So we'll just basically make him alrighty. We actually did forget something with the hair, as everyone can possibly see right now. I forgot the eyebrows. And then let's move on over to eyeballs. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna go ahead and do brown contract. Boom. Oh yeah, that is looking good so far. So lastly, oh, look at that. They also have the fingernails. I actually never noticed that before. You know, learn something new every day. And give it actually a touch lighter, just so that we can actually see them a little bit better. And I don't know, it looks a little bit more natural too. Yeah, it looks pretty good so far. And lastly, the spell. Oh no, my computer is dying. But you know what, let's go on over to flames. And the reason why flames is because the magic is in it as well. We're going to wait till we can see more of an orangey color. And let's go ahead and see what we have as far as this goes. It just doesn't feel right. That actually isn't too bad. Yeah. I'm actually not too opposed to that. But you know what? I say that is a pretty good Doctor Strange. So, yeah, I like it. I'm actually going to go ahead and take a picture of that because I was so happy with it. So, Shift Command 3. Yeah, picture time. All right. So thank you so much for joining me today. I wanted to do something, simple and fun, and I really like showing people these little caricatures, figurines, just whatever you want to call them. If you want to go ahead and check this out, you definitely can. You can also go ahead and actually order your character, or you can order the design for your character if you have a 3D printer. Other than that, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to join the kingdom. Join us next time, where me and Colby will actually be playing some Rocket League together and discussing some deeper topics for fun. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.